The UDM welcomes the return to work approach. The president's speech, however, will require that people and business in particular and labor must be more responsible and be disciplined. Like he had said, the people must take responsibility of their lives in a way. So, however, let us hope that the relevant ministries would produce regulations which are in line with the president's outlined plan. We should welcome that perhaps some of the areas which would have come under level 2, the chances are that some have been incorporated under level 3. So that should be welcomed, and I hope that these hotspots would be attended quickly and that the people in those areas would adhere to the regulations.
We will always support gradual easing of the lockdown regulation. This is not an easy matter that we are faced with. This is between the saving of lives and the saving of the economy. But we welcome this announcement tonight by the president that the opening of the economy. We have seen over these 10 weeks how poverty have ravaged amongst our people, children and everything. But that's why we are saying that let us go back to work, but we must also, as citizens of this country, exercise discipline and more responsibility.
I was disappointed, as many church-going people and pastors in the country, that church gatherings are not allowed still, and that the church is not recognized as an essential service. This obviously goes in opposition to what the Minister Makhura said yesterday when he met with religious leaders. He said in level 3, there is no reason why places of worship should not be open because people are in distress. And he further said that spiritual leaders will be needed now more than ever before because of the levels of distress, frustration, and hunger.
We believe that the evidence-based approach to the lockdown is probably the best possible way to manage the lockdown. We are welcoming level 3 with caution for the simple fact that it must not be met with a perception that we have arrived at a point where the worst is over. The bottom line is that we are far from, a corona-free South Africa, and the movement of people is going to exacerbate the levels of transmissions and infections which are going to befall the country. Of course, we are cognizant of the fact that the lockdown is not a permanent arrangement, and that we will obviously have to move towards opening up the economy, but greater controls, and we believe that it now befalls on every South African to understand that the first government is the self. We need to take personal responsibility and exercise maximum personal discipline for the greater and collective good and safety and security of all South Africans.
Given its orders, Al Jamaa will use its best endeavors to encourage each constituency, largely the Muslim community, to comply, and the President can count on our support, especially in declared hotspots. However, Al Jamaa supports fully the position of the ACDP, which your listeners have learned. We will continue in our mission to drive the campaign that prayer in a place of worship for up to 50 people not be regarded as a prohibited gathering, like is the case for funeral prayers at level 4 and is now the case for people at work. We have accepted the limitation in 11.4, and the President must not now take advantage with further restrictions to communal worship, as this will estrange worshippers and harm the goodwill opposition political parties has built up to fight the pandemic for the sake of the nation.
Now, for a view from organised business, I'm joined via Skype by Business Unity South Africa